dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, carry shit, I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put $1, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me, bro? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call The Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go, baby.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Watson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Run for Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
30-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's now fourth down and less than a yard.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Pollard, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
The tackle.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On the ground, it's Evans. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
45-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard, and he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And going deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Boykin, 88 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Gold lining up for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Catch made by Slayton. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Pollard. he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. He's got Burton here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's the reason we go for the circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything. Touchdown, Carolina! Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. A solid, instinctive running there, spinning forward and getting a full 7 yards. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watson off play action. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Reagor, 41 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Ito Smith. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
47.
Faking the give, now Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Give here to Pollard, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now here's Pollard, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Panthers 42, Texans 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go right back to Evans. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd Third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to Darrynton Evans, the running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Evans. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd down.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the run, Watson going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out.
Here's Watson. This ball complete to Rager. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll toss this out to Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Panthers 55, Texans 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, Butler complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they take a knee.
Let's go now. Cowboys! Here we go. 57's the mic. 57.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.